Hello everybody all over the world. Hey, and welcome back to the first HiGPS in over 2 weeks, I think. Yes, because I was on a vacation in the US where I visited Valve and I got this Steam notebook. They signed my hat and we talked a little bit about the balance. I didn't go there to siphon any energy, siphon any information, but they know about the spreadsheet, which was kind of the goal of going there, and then I visited friends and stuff like that. So all the other episodes up to now has been pre-recorded on one day, the episodes that have been going up. So today episode is, of course, the HiGPS 283. It is the Engineer Combo, and you had to find a friend, which is very hard these days, and then one guy had to use this loadout, where he would have to have the Wrangler and a wrench that isn't the Gunslinger, while the other guy had to use the Gunslinger and the short circuit and whatever primary he wanted. Because the short circuit is really good, and so is the Wrangler, so we combined the two, and we'll see exactly how that works. I like to do it. It's a good way to be a support engineer if you're the guy with the short circuit, and if you're a guy with the Wrangler, it's also a whole lot easier to do stuff than if you're all by yourself. Of course, it's called Team Fortress 2, which means you're pretty good at soloing stuff if you're good at the game. All right, so let's go into the first demo of the day. Hope you guys are doing great, because I'm doing fantastic. It's a day earlier than normal because things are busy in the summer, even for me. So this is going to be our friend Rattle Wrench, and he is going to be hanging out. Let's see here if I can get... Why isn't anything working? Because I was alt-tabbed like an idiot. There we go, there he is. Running up, and they have a lot of engineers on his team. So he's using the Eureka effect, and he puts the teleporter in a bit of an odd spot, the exit, because he hasn't built it yet, so he's just going... Okay, so he's going here, and then building the exit here, so he has the backup plan. Alright, so he's gonna go back. So... gates are about to open, and they have a level 3 dispenser at spawn. And then he destroyed it and built it here, because he doesn't have a teleporter exit, and no one else has built a teleporter exit here. So a bit of an odd spot to be in. But then again, the enemy team hasn't really done all that much either. So he is with his friends Amadeus here, and they're just hanging out. And he has his backwards teleporter for escaping to the second high ground, which means they're not going to commit too much. They're kind of doing like the... I think these guys play Highlander, so in Highlander, that's what you do. You kind of have a backup strategy in case things go to shit on the first point. So, just hanging out here, you can see he hasn't really been pressured by much, and he has his engineer friend somewhere, but there isn't really a whole lot going on, so he doesn't need to be there. Also has a medic with full health, and then they decide that nothing's happening, better fucking retreat to the roof. That's exactly what they do. So he's going to rebuild here, and then he's going to go, and he has the rescue rangers, because keep in mind, he can pick up buildings from afar. And that is... oh. Well, we would have done that if the sentry gun wouldn't have been blown up. So fuck, shit, conk, cunt. Damn it. Alright, so we're just going to build here for a while instead. And be angry about life because our sentry got blown up. Thankfully, the enemy team isn't putting on any pressure here either. So maybe it won't be long until they retreat from here too.
Teamwork.
Whatever. So, this is Rattle Wrench and his horde of engineers on the roof here. So he's like, well, better not build all the buildings close together, because if they blow up, they all blow up. Let's see, okay, so we have 3 sentries, 3 engineers. Let's count dispensers. So we have a 1, and we have 2, and that, and a 3, yes, okay, so. Dispensers are a bit late, but that's fine. Really isn't that much going on, and then he teleports back to spawn, does the trick where you change the loadouts, and then he teleports back to the top here, moves his teleporter to the roof along with the others, and this is what we call an impenetrable defense, because if you attack by yourself, you will never be able to get this. So you think, what might be good in this situation? Well, there's too many sentries and too far spread out for a demo man. Maybe something else will be more sufficient. And also, of course, you have tons of metal, which benefits the short circuit engineer, which means he's going to be able to remove any kind of projectiles here. So you kind of reach critical mass with that. So then you have a spy, of course, that just gets fucking destroyed. And then he fixes the gun, and then nothing happens. So he was kind of worthless. And then we have Amadeus. He's the short circuit engineer here, and he's just going around removing the projectiles that may or may not come. So just on the roof there, upgrading teleporters. There we go. And repairing. Not a whole lot's going on. That might be a spy. Yep, that was a spy, because maybe we don't even have spies. Who knows? And that's a spy too. Yep.
Predictable!
Then the spy holding the flamethrower. It's going to go away. And here we have the flying pyro. Bye-bye. So, yeah, that was an Uber pyro that got launched off the ground. And then he hurt himself, and he's like, oh. You can hear the nope engineer. Saying nope. Every time he shoots the short circuit, it hits something. Of course, spy comes, and there's enough engineers to repair all this. So this is actually very hard to deal with when you come to think about it. Like, this requires a whole lot, because there's so much teamwork here. There's 3 engineers plus buildings, or 4 engineers rather, but it's 3 level 3s. So he's just even gonna go and jump over here. And this is something you can do when the roof is so well protected. He's gonna move and put the sentry here, because he has the rescue ranger and he can repair it from afar. Uncle Dane would be proud. And we got Rattle Wrench running back on the roof here, and we can see that we have the teleporter secure there as well. That's a spy. Saps the teleporter. Saps the sentry. Saps the fucking everything. And this is why the red tape recorder is good and broken, because now everything's fucking level 2 or level 1 even, and now you have to spend a whole lot of metal getting it back up. It's just annoying. It didn't go down, but it sure is a major inconvenience for us. Fix that thing, and oh, there he is. But during all of these sap times, Spy isn't going to be able to trick Rattle Wrench, because he has an eye for that. His level 3 is still at the back there, and he can move it back whenever he wants. Oh, except when he gets sapped like that. Whoops. There you go. Taking down another spy. Is anyone? Yeah. You can see everybody's calling the spy in the chat, so they always know that he's coming. We're rebuilding the sentries. And then our Great Wall of Sentries is going there, but a bit low on metal, so he's just going to go and fly right back there. I really wish that they would just change it back so that the Eureka effect gave you full ammo upon returning to spawn, because there's certain maps that doesn't have a resupply locker on 5 CP, and that really fucking sucks. So there you go, in with an Uber. Unstoppable engineer. Anti-repairing the enemy team's buildings and stuff. So now we have extended into enemy territories and we die. But that was a pretty good hold. That was, of course, Rattle Wrench and his horde of engineers and their fortress of absolutely you're never fucking ever gonna be able to push through this unless you work as a team and stop running in one at a time. You're lucky if you get an Uber Pyro once. So that wasn't really a good example of the short circuit combined with the other thing, because there was just so much engineering, it didn't really matter. So moving on, we're going to look a couple of demos of a guy by the name of Cranky Peanut, and he is the Nope Engineer. He's going to work with his friends here. He has a level 3 dispenser, going to help the repair. All right, he's ready. Oh, we're looking. Oh, is that a? There's not a soldier. Okay, so going back here. I'm gonna move the dispenser to where it's needed. Gonna help his friends do the repair. There he is, just waiting, helping, stuff like that. So, is that a soldier? Nope, it's not a soldier. There. Oh. Oops. All right, soldiers reloading. We have 200 metal still because dispensers. Oops. Timing's hard, especially if you have a wireless mouse. Then it's fucking hard as shit. Just gonna rebuild the dispenser, and we have all these engineers. Oh fuck! Oh, that was a crit. Yeah, I got it. I got it, guys. I got it. Don't worry. Got this under control. Nothing's gonna stop this thing. Bullets. We can't nope those around. There we go. Sniped with the shotgun. And we're still holding. All right. Gunslinger. Funslinger. Ah, spy! Punch that guy. Punch him. Yeah. Got him.
Easy operation.
Nice. Sweet. Oh, just hanging back here. We have dispensers, but they're not level 3. HiGPS engineers hates level 3 sentries, dispensers too. It's gonna be pretty hard to, yeah, there we go, upgrading it in mid-combat. He's just holding this ready. You can see that there's hardly any metal in any of the dispenser because they're not fucking level 3. They're level 1. And of course then the soldier uses the conch amidst all the sentries. There really isn't any bullets, but this is a fortress we have, you know, team fortress. This is what it is, a sentry nest. I mean, if the enemy team had a demo man, he wouldn't have been able to do shit because our master short circuit engineer, Cranky Peanut, which is just doing nope. He's doing nope. He's doing nothing, is what he's doing. So, doing some stuff. Oh, careful! Ah, the random crit laser beam heavy, which wasn't random crit. Maybe it was the Kritzkrieg, or maybe it was the Guru. Most likely it was the Kritzkrieg. Yes. So, the short circuit isn't good unless you can hit the timings. So this is going to be Cranky Peanut once again, and now we're on a familiar map, which is of course the payload Badwater, which is the second most played payload map. Upward is beating this right now in the casual ranks. So of course he does the Eureka Effect build because there's no reason to not use the Eureka Effect because that thing is OP in terms that it halves the cost of your teleporter if you just have it equipped. So he's going to work on this, have a level 2 sentry, not maximizing the metal, causing the OCD in me to be very angry, and now he has a gunslinger, funslinger engineer with him. And then he's going to move it up to this area. And repair. Nice. Repairing everything, making it nice and easy. Alright. Oh, that's a spy. Better fucking turn whimsically in case he knows how to matador stab. And then repair it. We have an engineer just removing some box. So once again, this is a very good defense here where you have a lot of level 3 engineers and a level gunslinger engineer just noping around. So there you go, just hanging around. And also he's with Meadows, that guy. Do you see that sniper down there? That's Meadows. He was in the sniper video I did a while back. He has the wiki cap and he's a very good sniper, so we have a cameo from him there. Just happened to be there. So just still hanging out in the back. There's really a whole lot going on because the enemy team can't do shit about this. Like, how do you break this? Well, first of all, I think the did they say that already? No, they haven't said it yet. But the enemy team has a lot of spies, right? Because spies are good against buildings, like sapping them, disabling them. There we go. There goes the sap. And witness the follow-up from his teammates. That never happens. So his sentry goes down, but that's okay. We're just going to build one in the exact same spot, and we know that the enemy team sucks at attacking, so we are not afraid of like losing it. So that's why we prioritized having the teleporter instead of the other thing. So then he goes down, upgrades this dispenser. Oh no! The enemy team used an Uber, not where we were, but luckily we have this sentry in a very peculiar spot where it allows it to shoot through that little opening down there and shoot people that's down on a cart at a very good angle. Oh no! Oh right, we can just remove stakes with our Wrangler, even with our short. Oh, there comes our short circuit friend. Yep, there we go. So not only if you use the Wrangler and the short circuit at the same time, not only does your building take reduced damage, but sometimes it doesn't take any damage at all. And of course, keep in mind, as a friendly engineer, you can run through the level 3 buildings. You can actually stand inside of it as well. So here comes the spies once again. Not the most successful spies, mind you. See, people are calling the spies all over. And then the guy goes, can we not have 6 spies? So if normally 12 is the limit, so that means half of your team are spies. Which means they're supporting each other, but supporting support isn't very good, especially when it's not spy, because they, yeah, sure, they can sap buildings, but they don't have anyone to go there. And of course, this guy had watched my, probably knows that the airstrike is the best gun, or for the soldier, best rocket launcher to destroy sentries. It's actually better than a direct hit, but you have to be moving forward, and that soldier was not moving forward. He was moving to the side. So there you go. So still hanging out. Gates are closing soon. The enemy team doesn't seem to be able to do much. They probably lost. They're like, ah, man, if only we had like a bunch of power classes that could do shit, we could have won, but we better play spy. Yeah, sniper might work. There you go. He's gonna go and upgrade the sentry to level 3. There you go. Oh, sticks! Wrangler noped. No fun allowed for you. Only we can have the fun. Honestly, it's not that fun because the enemy team is doing a very good job of attacking them one at a time, which is a very common strategy. Here comes a soldier with the airstrike, lands a couple of rockets, but some of them gets removed and then gets instantly repaired. And the Cranky Peanut. Oh! Sweet! And another! Oh, Cranky Peanut's on a roll! Yeah! So, yeah. Reduced damage on your sentry and sometimes taking no damage at all. It's pretty fucking good. So, we've seen the strength of Short Circuit and the Rescue Ranger and all that stuff. But what about the weakness? What if you're fucking late? Like the gates are open, you're not even ready, you're just hanging out here with your engineer and you're like, well, better build a dispenser first. Somebody took the metal. There you go. And now we're gonna work on this sentry here. So this is Cranky Peanut once again. So there you go, Spy has died, making sure he's dead. Oh, and here comes the enemy team, and the enemy team is attacking. At any point in time, they are in fact attacking. They're putting on a lot of pressure. And then he loses his gun because his engineers weren't helping him by repairing and using it for the strength. So then they're gonna rebuild it right here. And then he's gonna turn, and that was a spy. Behind him, I think. The pyro was a spy, probably. Maybe not. Alright, so here, he's a level 2. And there's a spy. And here comes the enemy team. And there's a soldier. Oh. Well, I guess the counter to this strategy is just to have, like, heavies and just shoot. Who would have thought? Like, heavy and medics are pretty good against most stuff. Alright. So, moving on, we're gonna have our friend Amadeus here, and he's gonna be playing upward as well, but we're gonna be on attack this time. We've seen a lot of defensive stuff, but this actually works pretty well on attack too. So, he's moving forward, built his teleporter entrance. He's gonna go forward and meet up with his friend. I think it's Rattle Wrench, that is his buddy in this game. And then, of course, they capture it, so he's gonna rebuild the teleporter. Keep in mind, on attack, as an engineer, the most important thing you do is teleporters and dispensers, and then maybe sentries eventually at some point. He's gonna build this here, and just this is like a good area to build, but not that far forward, you stupid idiot, because then it just gets blown up, like that. So there he is, he's a bit of a hillbilly. There he goes, building that their dispenser after the sentry. And then he's gonna be working on this and just, you know, having a stable forward position. And of course he didn't have to worry about his teleporter because his friend took care of that. If you have a friendly engineer or anyone on your team that knows how to maximize team performance, then they will always upgrade your teleporter and you don't have to think about it. But that's not always the case because people don't know about it. So there you go, he's just gonna move this forward there. That's a spy. And he's not even gonna bother with the sentry because it's only level 1. It's more important to just kill the spy, and we can just rebuild the sentry. There you go, let it build by itself, and as long as nobody comes by, it should rebuild pretty quickly on its own. There you go. It's gonna be whacking on that, and makes it 1 whack away from level 2, because that's pretty smart, because if you rebuild it here, and then someone starts shooting at it before the upgrade is complete, he will actually shoot at level 1, but if no one's around, you can whack it once, and now we're at level 2, and use the Wrangler. Now you're a piece of shit, engineer. There's the heavy. Taking out the spy, just doing that. You can deny a lot of area like this. Despite there's not a whole lot of people around. And if you have your friend there, he will be able to, like, fill your gun with bullets and stuff. But I guess he's busy elsewhere, maybe with a payload or something like that. And now the spawns have moved forward once again. But they're opting not to go for the immediate return to the base. We see his friend there, upgrading his sentry as he moves it and picks it right back up. Now empty for bullets, or empty out of metal, rather. It means you can't refill the bullets. He's checking his back, because you know there might be spies around, and now he has his friend just helping him with that. His dispenser is a bit far away, and they should really focus on that. But I do think they have a lot of engineers, actually, here. So there you go. Just going to destroy the dispenser, not going to bother going back and picking it up. You want to occupy the space, completely understandable. Leaving area of operation to go and get stuff is very risky for the engineers. Sometimes just having a weaker building is better than to be absent and then have a stronger building. So now the gun is level 3, and they're gonna do this wonky, like really weird push here. Just gonna put it down once again and keep whacking it instead of whacking his dispenser like a bro. there comes stuff, and then he deactivates it, and then that allows the pyro to get a kill, because if the sentry was an autopilot, the pyro would have died to the sentry. So that's a bit of a downside with the Wrangler, which is why I don't like it. I trust the autopilot more than I trust myself. So once again, just hanging around, waiting for a good moment to strike. You can see they're not going in by themselves and dying. They're actually waiting for the team to go in first, and then they're gonna go in with the backup sentry, because having a level 3 sentry building at the front while your team is in the front and slowly dying is better than going in and having the sentry first, because then the sentry's just gonna die, and then he gets stabbed and he died by a spy. But at least his gun is in the right spot. So we're gonna watch, I think we're gonna watch the follow-up one, maybe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think so. So now he's lost everything, so fucking here we go. Let's try attack again. So put a teleporter there. Is that a spy? Nope. Okay, so we have a dispenser at the front. We're gonna build a super forward dispenser. Gets destroyed immediately. And we still have spies around. And having teammates that doesn't shoot all the time or look at you and do like the handshake, which is like, bang, are you a spy? And then you answer, bang, I'm not a spy. But then you have people who are like, you shoot them and they just go like, I'm very busy running in this one direction. I'm very busy with the W key. Or maybe even like the arrow keys, because that's what I use when I play. And then he realizes he doesn't even have a sentry to shoot those sticks. And then of course, red tape recorder spy is a pain in the ass. So working on this, still no gun, still not a whole lot of team present. And then he's like, all right, team's here, time to build. Pyro doing some spy checking allows us to breathe a bit more easily, speeding up the process. And now very low on health. If only there were a dispenser nearby that could heal you. There you go. Should probably build his own dispenser here because he has a surplus of metal, but he opts not to. Just gonna go around with the wrench, and there we go. He's gonna try and put it there, just where he wanted it. Which is an okay spot, I guess. You can stay further back and repair it. And if you have a dispenser at the back, you will be supplied with health and stuff. Now we got double dispensers back there, so that's a double the heals. Because keep in mind, heal from dispensers do indeed stack. Just gotta be careful in case they're in a spot where they get blown up a lot. So we're still, like, this is a very slow push because it's buildings, keep in mind. Even buildings can't move. And it got destroyed by dire hits, which is kind of normal because dire hits are good against mobile targets. There hasn't really been a whole lot good of a situation here that I'll have allowed his teammate, friend engineer, to actually capitalize on him having a level 3. But maybe later he will. Oh, sniper! Got for the sniper, and then so now we have team here. Oh, the sniper got taken out. We have some breathing room. We have people in front of us. This is actually pretty good. This is a good spot to be in. So now, if they would just attack whenever they want it. Spies it down too. Here comes his friend. And he's gonna put down his level 1 mini sentry. He's gonna be noping it. That's pretty good because you can just deny that damage. And there we go. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Okay, so build. Use the Wrangler. Oh, look at this. I like how much control he had, or Rattle Ranch, in noping that, because like he didn't remove the rockets that wasn't gonna hit, or maybe he was just out of ammo. We're gonna say he's so good, it's like, yeah, it's not gonna hit, I'm not gonna bother with that. And also you can just have your engineer friend just repair it like that. And now they're gonna go even further forward, and the secret surprise sentry attack from below. Instead of upgrading it to level 3, we're gonna waste a bunch of bullets. And just have it be level 2, that's fine. That's fine, alright, so sentry is there, it's shooting dudes. Shooting some stuff that's up there, going back. Not grabbing the metal, because fuck, who needs that, right? I'm gonna grab this metal instead. Thinking of that guy. And then we're gonna have the super forward level 3 sentry. And the reason this works is because most of the enemy team is dead. There we go. Going to be just keep pushing that cart. The sentry's forward, so if anyone tries to rush the cart, the sentry's gonna destroy them. And grabbing the health. And going on the cart and winning.
Easy operation.
So with this, keep in mind, with this kind of push, you kind of have to play it a bit like surgery. You have to be very careful not to rush it too fast, because then your building's just going to get destroyed. So this last point here is actually pretty hard to push with the double engineers. They had 3 engineers, so it's very difficult on attack. I think like 2 engineers is the limit on attack, and on defense there's really no limit to how much you can have. But this is an interesting replay. So Amadeus still, and you remember this map because we have seen it a lot today. And oh, does this look familiar? This is actually the same demo as we saw earlier, except it's from Amadeus' point of view and not Rattle Wrench. As you can see, this is like the super fortress of badass. And he goes up and just builds a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna see exactly what his view of this game was. So he's doing a lot of just upgrading work, which is kind of normal if you're doing like the support engineer role, where you're just like, you have mini sentries, you have dispensers, and just gonna nope a lot this game. So it's just gonna help buildings and destroy. You're not actually doing that much. You might just use your mini sentry for just a spotter thing, and then not use it for much else. You can see like you have a lot of buildings and a lot of heals and a lot of ammo and a lot of everything, really. So the only thing that could really destroy this are good spies combined with a good push. So I'm guessing like a spy heavy uber push would be enough to do this, but good fucking luck at orchestrating that on a Valve casual server. People are asking, is there anyone on the red team who isn't playing engineer? And it's like, well, we got a medic and a soldier. Of course not. We have snipers on the lower ground. There you go, building that. Keep in mind, if you use a wireless mouse for FPS gaming, you're at a disadvantage because there will always be some input lag compared to using a cable. When I was in the States and I played with my friend using his computer, then he had a wireless mouse and it was awful. Then I went and I bought a $130 Logitech mouse. That was really good. And there you go, there's a flying pyro again from another angle. He's dead as shit. And they're still holding. Oh, here comes a demo man. I mean, he has the lock and load too, so he has the right idea, except that he... Oh, a soldier too? Man, if only we had infinite ammo, like you just do this fucking forever and then counter it with a crit screen pyro. This also worked great as a spy check. See? It, like... If you were a salesperson and you were pitching, like, the sale for the short circuit, you'd be like... It removes stickies, it removes rockets, it traces spies, and it kills spies. It does everything. It is the ultimate tool any engineer could ever ask for. If you buy one today, you will be stupid because you can get it in a drop. Of course, I think using the shotgun is pretty good as well because it gives you like a DM potential, so you can like do damage and stuff like that. And you can see there's really not a whole lot going on here. The enemy team isn't really attacking much because like the whole point, this is actually pretty good though when they go in and use like a single spy with the red tape record is that you de-upgrade everything. So right now they have a lower output of or repair that they can do and sustain, but that means you have to do a lot of damage and just attacking. The gun did go down, but there was a heavy there, so he can't really do that. But you can see he's preventing a lot of damage and allowing the other engineers to just work on the upgrade and stuff like that, so... Yep. So he's not doing anything, he's just, like, his only job is to deny those rockets. And of course that allows, instead of, because the thing is, like, a single soldier can't kill a building that an engineer is actively repairing, except when he's using the airstrike and jumping forward. So that means you also won't be able to upgrade it, you will just be able to sustain it. But with this thing, you can just actually keep upgrading it, no problem, and then the gun will be stronger and you still are doing shit damage to it because you're using the potential repair for just nullifying the damage completely. So you're nullifying splash damage by just very little cost of metal, which is why I think it's really, really good and really, really fucking overpowered if used correctly. Because that's the whole thing about, you know, balancing stuff, right? Which is what I talk to Valve about and stuff. Is that things that get really good, the better teamwork you have, is really strong and hard to balance. And that also goes for like mobility and stuff as well. But especially short circuit, like in a situation like this, because Amadeus here is running the short circuit, this hold here is pretty much unbreakable for the other team at a casual level because they don't have the coordination to do this, and like there's just so much stuff for tons of heal, tons of stuff. They need a spy and a zap and a uber and everything just to get past her. The only thing that would really like seal the deal here if they had a pyro patrolling the area as well, because the pyro, keep in mind, can reflect, but it's a lot harder than just right-clicking with the short circuit. So what I would propose for the short circuit is to have its own ammo and not have it be like faster reloadable, because right now, because of the amount of dispensers, he can just run and hold right click forever, you know? And like even his mini sentry isn't taking any damage. It's not going down. Then it goes down and he's like giving some side effect. There he is, running around, spy checking. There we go. So good. It's like why would you ever not run the short circuit if you're going with like a sentry nest? It's kind of crazy. So here we have a first-time submitter. It's a Korean dude named Yippee, and he's gonna be playing on my favorite map with my favorite person of all time. Here he is. This is Yippee. This is his engineer. He's kind of fat, but that's okay. So he's gonna be on Thunder Mountain, my favorite map. I haven't seen this in a while, and I haven't played it in forever too, because this map sucks. So he's gonna go back here and just build. I'm not gonna build dispenser first because that's stupid. And instead of going and grabbing, you know, the ammo that's over there that another engineer is stealing, he's going back and building his own. So there we go. He has his friend here, John Casey, helping him out. He's being the note engineer, and they're just gonna hold this upper area. Because this is fair, right? You have the high ground, and the attackers coming, and they have the low ground. There you go. And Yippee and Sujibi. And then Sujibi died to aptitude. There you go, using the Wrangler just to soak up a bunch of damage, killing the medic that doesn't know how to position himself properly. And then just gonna bullet sponge it for a little bit. Can't do it as much as you could before. Then he's gonna waste some ammo repairing it when the gun is in an unrepaired state. And then he's just gonna wait and put it back in the exact same spot. So what you can do, if you're a bit of a badass and you don't want your gun to take damage, is that you actually just place yourself in front of the sentry as it builds, and right as it completes, you just go to the side. It's like a little trick you can do. But right now, nobody's shooting the gun, so it doesn't really matter all that much. So of course, when you have downtime, of course, work on that dispenser, and now that is level 3 as well. We can see where the card is, and the gun is in a spot where you won't actually do anything, except when people run into it. That's a spy. And yes, this guy has a weird field of view. I know, he doesn't see all that much. So the gun takes some damage. He's going to waste a ton of money, or a ton of metal, not achieving anything. And then, oh, this is a good spot, because, you know, the card will come through here. So this. So there we go. Okay, so we're in position. We have the dispenser in the back, so we'll be pretty good unless a demo man launches some pipes here. Or if anyone comes from the flank, we won't be fucked. We won't be fucked at all. So doing a teleporter there as a spotter. That's a nice thing to do. And we have an open area, and yes, let's do some snipes. Keep in mind that it is the distance from you to the enemy that determines the sentry damage. So if this guy actually ran up to them, the sentry would melt them up close, but then he also might die as well. But this, oh, sticks, but ha! Ha! It's still standing. They had a demo man from the low ground. Oh, right, the flank. But yeah, like a single demo man from the low ground shooting up to the high ground is actually a counter to the sentry, because that's the good thing about demo man. He can shoot people he can't see from the low ground. Like, demo man is the best class in the game to shoot up, while other classes are really good at shooting down. And even with that as his advantage, the short circuit plus the Wrangler is like, even if he would have hit a couple of sticks, it wouldn't do that much damage anyway. So this is me from when I was in the States, and I played with my friend Uncle Dane. We had a game here. He is John, whatever his name was. John, what was it? Let's see. John Largeman was his character nickname during this. So I'm just staying in spawn, upgrading in this, and this is where I played on my friend's computer. That it was, he had a super crappy monitor that was like an HP monitor, and it was running at 59 hertz. If you tried to put it at 60, like it would freak out and fuck up, and the screen wouldn't look right. So I'm just staying back here working on my dispenser in spawn, because I can go through and just rebuild. So like, my job was here to just support Dane with his level 3 and Wrangle, because that's his preferred slot. So of course I go and be like, well, I'm just gonna put this here, and I'm gonna put the spotter here, and then I'm gonna be just at the back here working on teleport as well, just getting everything up, and that's a spy, so my job is to take care of that. I'm gonna leave my level, my unleveled mini sentry, and of course, fucking red tape recorder spies, right? So I'm gonna go and repair this. That's a spy, so we punch him. And the teleport is active, so there might be more spies. It's a heavy. Go, I'm gonna move this because that was a bit exposed. Nobody's staying there anyway. Move the rockets, but not enough metal. Going down, picking that up, putting that in the corner, going back. Gun's almost level 3. I have to work. Oh, spy here. And that's a spy. Yep. It's just, I think they had like 3 or 4 red tape recorder spies that just came in, zapped, and then died or left. They didn't actually fight us or anything. So this was like horrible. And also, American casual servers fucking suck. They're awful and the people are bad. Like Europe is so much better compared to like the average skill level of a person. It's kind of crazy. Americans, they just, sure, the American top elite might be better, but the average user fucking sucks, dude. Holy crap, I was surprised there. Even Uncle Dave was like that, after we played this game, was like, yeah, that was a good game. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It was awful, nobody knew anything. Everybody was so cool. Look at this guy. He's hitting it with the sharpened volcano fragment, the worst pyro item in the game. What I meant by terrible, I mean they're awful, like their skill level is just incredibly low. So then we go back. Gonna work a little bit on that, but I have so much health, of course. Never even, when you play with Uncle Dane, there's never a dispenser to be found anywhere except there. So I'm gonna build a dispenser. Oh, and I got stabbed. I died. And it was just awful the entire time through. So, but the next one is actually interesting, where I just remove a ton of spam. And that's all that really happened. So we got pretty much harassed to death there. There wasn't really, because our team didn't actually do anything. And I also got disconnected through because my friend has a shitty, like I was playing with a wireless mouse on a wireless connection, which was bad. So here we are in the corner, and I'm gonna try to just remove all the spam here as it's building repairs. That's pretty good. I can't even see if they're doing stuff. So there, of course, there's a spy. And there's a pyro that doesn't know how to burn spies, but eventually figures out, a bunch of bombs. I'm missing the timings here because of the fucking wireless mouse. I had the worst delay I've ever had in my life. So there you go, just removing a ton of spam, putting that up in the back. Now Dane's gonna try and rebuild it while I just look in the back for anything. To repair and remove, you can see it's spending a lot of metal, denying damage, potential damage that could be coming. So I'm just gonna try and rebuild it again. And the gun is still up. And now I'm gonna work on trying to upgrade it. Oh. Of course, we could have a team, you know, that would stay in the front and not die, but that's a lot to ask for. There we go, repair, repair. So low in health, managing my health like a boss. Of course, you have the demo man who's looking at the wall, probably checking Facebook. Oh, he was actually looking at them, aiming. Okay, that's fine. He killed dudes, but he's using a shitty sword. There we go, and people are capping the point, and we kind of have to abandon everything. But I did remove a lot of damage, however, birthday boy heavy here isn't delivering as much pain as I would like. Only 10 seconds left. Do you think we're gonna hold it? We held it. Yay. That was fun. So yes, so moving on, we will go on to our final demo of today. Engineer episodes are always very long, so I've tried to keep it short. But it's, yeah. I mean, it was just awful playing in the States. I was trying to play casual when I got back to Norway, and it was so much better. People are so much better here, skill-wise, so there we go. So this is actually Tuxange with his friend Burning Arrow, and he is actually going to be doing pretty well here this game. So well, in fact, that I'm actually going to allow him to have more than one life, actually. So he's gonna take some damage, but he's still wrangling it. Let's see there, is that a spy? Nope, just a sniper who acts just like a spy, like exactly. He's just running the opposite direction, and you can see now he's on top there. He should probably just have shot once. That's what I do when I'm a sniper. If I run in the opposite direction of where I'm normally supposed to go, I shoot so people can see that I'm not a spy. So then he does this, which is actually a cool skill to have because he didn't use the Rescue Ranger like a lot of people do. So you can actually, when you're an engineer, you can actually rocket jump and then pick the gun up as you're flying. And you don't even need the Rescue Ranger to do that. So that's a little pro skill that you engineers can do. It's all about the timing and just getting it the timing correct in your fingers, and it should be pretty good. But now he's on the roof here with his friend on the low ground. And he has the dispenser with him as well, so he will be able to maintain. And also he has a sniper, so like sniper sentry is a very good defense against pretty much anything. The only thing he needs here is just like a pyro. If he would have a pyro that would just kind of guard this area here, this would be very hard to deal with on a casual level, because the sniper would counter pick the snipers and then he would die to a demo. But that's okay. His burning arrow is still there and he's repairing the gun thanks to the dispenser that's up there. So they're just maintaining it. It's not like a bullet sponge, right? There we go. He's like, all right, I gotta go back. I gotta jump back up. All right, I gotta jump back up. Fuck. Oh no, I get stabbed. No. All right, fuck. All right. Second time. All right, we've been dead for 20 seconds. Okay, time to go back. All right, the spy. Where is he? All right, we're not gonna check the spies. All right, we're gonna jump back up. And whoops. All right, second time is the charm. Okay, wait, go on. And whoa, pick up the building. Yeah, I mean that's where I wanted, right? I mean I didn't even want to go there. What the fuck are you talking about? Just gonna wait, and then we can repair. Nice. All right, so bit of a minor setback, but we still have our gun. It hasn't gone down, so that's a nice. Oh, fuck! A sniper. Ah, shit. Well, our gun's taking damage. Burning arrow is not where he needs to be to repair it. And that's a spy. Random crit saves the day and repaired. Nice. Toxange here, just really pulling out all the stops. And oh, gotta get up there, gotta get going. All right, he's gonna go up on the roof and pick it up. And he has just enough for a dispenser pickup. Oh, he has to start doing this. It's taking some damage, but it's reduced damage, but also reduced repair. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage. Oh, is he gonna go down? No. I think, yeah, dispenser going up here, courtesy of Burning Arrow, allowing them to sustain this. And this is why dispensers are so important. Oh, look at all the rockets. Dodge, repair, manage everything. Okay, and back to, oh, crit. Whoa. Oh, thanks to the short circuit for ruining that crit. Oh, fuck, the gun went down. Shit. What should we do now? We lost the gun. Ah, shit, there's a bunch of dudes. All right, back to the roof. Get the roof. Oh, fuck, couldn't repair the gun. Oh, fuck, a soldier. Shit. Random crit, double random crit. 120 damage repair arrow. All right, so let's build it on the low ground instead. They'll never suspect that. And repair. Oh, the dispenser pickup. Oh, you've forgotten about this, huh, didn't you? But Toxange didn't, because he's fucking good at this game. And there comes the scout. Get him! Come here, you scout! Right. There we go, victory! Toxange having the best series of lives I've ever seen. All right. So that was the team up episode for the engineer. It's pretty good. Short circuit with any kind of sentry network's fine, especially with the Wrangler. Allows you to kind of nullify the disadvantages you have. Is it better than double Wrangler? Yes, it's better than double Wrangler. Absolutely. So for the next episode, it's going to be called, we're going to call it Backpack Buddies. And basically what you have to do, you have to play soldier. It has to be at least 2 of you. And both of you have to use a different backpack. So you can either use Battalion's backup, Buff Banner, or the Conch. You can't have 2 of the same. It has to be different. But it can be any combination of these 3. Like either Battalions or Vintage Buff Banner, Conch or Buff Banner, or Backup and Conch as a soldier. So work together and preferably try to use them both at the same time. You can have, however, be more than friends. If you want, you could have 6 soldier friends, all wearing different backpacks. I mean, you will have double up of some, but that's the idea. We're gonna show people the power of backpack buddies in the next episode of HiGPS. Yes. So thank you guys for watching so much, and if you're new to this channel, down below is a link to a raffle where you can win a free hat or something. If you're more than 6 days late, well, tough shit. The raffle's over and you have to wait for the next HiGPS to come out. Right. Bye.